Imagine waking up out of sleep and the first thing you see is AK-47. I was like, yay! It don't happen. What gets me, they have get me, they have caught me. Hey yo, what's up, what's good, what's poppin'? Welcome back to another video, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hey, what's good, what's poppin'? Welcome to the thing. This video, as you can already tell by the title, is a compilation story time, even though it's only like 2 stories, about some of the times, well, two times I have experienced armed robbery attacks when I was still living in Nigeria. Anyway, before I get into this video, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe this video. And so let's get into it, shall we? Alright, so the first story is from when I was like a baby. So this one was told to me. Alright, so boom. It was on like a Saturday. I was like a toddler or like an infant, one of them. And my mom, she was at that time, she was like head of the youth department in our church, and they had planned like a trip and they raised money and they gave her the money to hold for them until it was time for them to pay for everything. So she put the money in her nightstand by her bed, and one day she was about to go out, and she said that the Holy Spirit told her to take the money out of the dresser and just go with it. And she was like, why would I do that? And she was about to go to the market or something. If you know, like, Nigerian safe, it's like they be picking pockets, picking your bag and everything. So she was like, why would I do that? Like, I'm going to the market, they gonna steal the money. But she took it anyway. Thank God for listening, right? So she took the money. She told my uncle to go in the dresser. Are you dumb? She told my uncle to go in her dresser and bring the money and throw it down, because we lived in like a duplex and we lived on like the 3rd floor or something. So he just threw it down for her and she caught it. So a couple hours go by. My aunt is living with us and she had a little boo thing at the time, so she went to go answer the phone outside. So how my house is set up is you climb, okay, so it's a door, like when you outside, when you park your car, it's a door, and then you walk up the stairs, it's a door, and then you walk down the corridor, and then it's our house, and then it's like a door there again. So it's 3 doors in and out. So she walks down all 3 doors, leaves all 3 doors wide open. Ask me why. I don't know, because it didn't make no sense. But she left all 3 doors open. She was talking to her little boo thing on the phone. You know how when you love, you know. So she was on the phone, and these men, they just casually just walked into our house. And my grandma, because you know, my mom had left, so my grandma was watching. My dad was at work, so my grandma was watching me. Well, I had my sister, my cousins, like my whole family was really in that house. And my grandma had me in her hand, and it was like 3 men. They just casually just walked into our house. And my grandma thought they were my uncle's friends, so she was like, oh, Bawani, thinking, you know, like they were on. So that's when they just like pull out their gun, and my grandma was she was like, what? Y'all not friends of my son? No, they're not. So they're like, okay. So my other aunt, she just came out the shower. She was in the towel. She came outside. They grabbed her by the towel like this, and she was like, yeah. She thought they were gonna rape her. They didn't rape her, but they dragged her by her towel and walked her into my mom's room. And the first place they opened was where the youth money was. But they didn't find the money because it was already gone. So they took everything, all the phones, all the jewelry, and I was wailing, like, because I didn't know that when I was little, I didn't like, even to this day, I don't like people. But when I was little, I really didn't like people. Like, if I don't know you, I'm crying. Like, don't touch me, don't look at me, don't do none of that. So I was wailing. I was like, ah! You know how babies cry and they just be so extra? That's what I was doing. And they were like, shut her up or we're gonna kill her. shut her up. But they said it in Yoruba. Shut her up or we're gonna kill her. And my grandma was like, shh, shh, shh. And I was like, ah! I was not quiet, but they didn't do nothing to me because, you know, obviously I'm still here or whatever. But I was wailing and my grandma was so scared. They had everybody like laying on the floor. Now we tell you to brush straight on the floor, put your face down. That's what they did to my sister and my cousin that was my sister's age. And so they took my, and then the lady that was on the phone that left all 3 doors open, she gonna come in the house like nothing happened. And she was like, and she tried to walk. She came in and seen there was robbers, and she tried to leave back out. And one of the guys was like, "Oh, tobe," and she was like, "Yeah." And she started freaking out, like my aunt like that. She's like mad extra. So she started doing this. She was doing this. And they just started like, shut up. Shut up. So anyway, they took all that stuff. And my mom came and they told the people that were living downstairs, they told her, they were like, "Oh, there's armed robbers in your house." And my mom didn't know what to do. She was like, my children are in there, should I go in there? But that don't really make no sense, blah blah blah. So she was really conflicted. She was driving in and out and driving, and they was like, no, just the people downstairs was just like, nah, just wait, like they're gonna leave, nothing's gonna happen. But my mom is like, my little baby's in there, like my other daughter's in there, my like, you know, my nieces, my mother-in-law, you know, all this stuff, like everybody is in my house. Like, it was a bug. I thought it was gonna enter my room. And she was like, should I just leave? Like, I can't. What kind of mother would that be? But they were just like, no, like it doesn't make no sense. Like, what if you go in there and aggravate them and then they get to shooting? Because they ain't shooting nothing yet. Like, just relax. So she left the compound. And then they just left. Like, they took all that stuff and they just did. And we told her what happened. She was like, oh, I'm on the bell. Get it go. And I guess from that day, they learned to lock the door when they go outside. If you want to talk to your boo, lock the door. More of the story is, lock your door. If you leaving to go somewhere, lock the door. And listen to the Holy Spirit. Open your ears. Open. And listen. Otherwise, that's busy. Is that no busy? That's busy. Because how she gonna pay all that money back? It was a lot. It was like a stack. It was a lot of money. It was a stack. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of money. Like, how she gonna pay that back? She gonna have to pay that out of pocket. Busy. Who I stuff up with? Nobody has stuff up with you. Anyway, that's how the story ended. Number 2. So the second story, this one bust my brain kind of, because anyway, so we had went to, if for all my like Nigerians, like, don't get offended, but for my Nigerians, like, if you know, like back in the day, like it was like this program that RCCG used to do, and it'd be like 666 or not like that, but like 777, where you go to the church on like the 7th day of the 7th month in the 2007 year. So when we went to, my family was 777. And let me tell you, that service was amazing. It was amazing. Like, I was 7 at the time, and I can still remember to this day, like, that service was fantastic. It was too good. So it's time for us to go home now. And it's like 3 a.m. 3 a.m. And you know, it's like mad. It's like nobody, like, it's like some people on the road because, you know, everybody's leaving from 777, but it's like not a lot of people on the road. It's just the people that are leaving from the convention. So my dad is like, should I take one road or the other road? Because the other road is known for robbing. So I don't even know what happened. I don't know which road he decided to take. He took one road shot. So the car in front, because it was like one car in front of us, and then we were second car, and it was like a whole bunch of cars in the back. So the car in front of us was moving mad slow, and my dad was like, are you mad? Like, it's 3 a.m. in Nigeria. One or time or the other, I'm about to go to come outside. They're gonna come and want to steal your car. Why are you driving like an imbecile? So my dad overtook the car. I think he overtook the car, and then we drove for like 5 minutes. No lie. He drove for like 5 minutes, and then, okay, no, he did not overtake the car. He wanted to, but my mom, I think my mom was just like relaxed or something, and so that's how the car, all I know is 6 men jump out of the bush. They were black. I think they painted their face or something, and they all had AK-47 guns, 6 of them. And so I woke up out of my sleep. I was like, yay. Imagine waking up out of sleep and the first thing you see is an AK-47. I was like, yay! It don't happen. What gets me, they have caught me. So they were like, so it was me, my mom, my sister, my dad. My brother was like one, and then we had my mom's friend because she carpooled with us. So me and my sister and my mom's friend were in the back, and my dad was driving, my mom was in the front, my little brother was in her hand. So they jump out of the car, they said, stop the car, they're hitting the button, stop the car. I was like, wow. I was like, wow, okay, so my dad stopped the car, they said, open the door. All of them were drunk, they were just speaking so unintelligently, except for one. One of them spoke in English, was like he went to Cambridge. But anyway, so he was the leader. And they were like, get out of the car, open the door, give me your bag, and they just making noise. So anyway, we opened the car, we got out the car. My mom's friend, she had, you know, on car blouse, so you have to zip in the back. So hers was unzipping because I guess she was, I don't know why I was unzipping, but she was tired. I don't know. So they got AK-47s in our faces, and she said, zip up my clothes, zip up my shirts. And me, I had just woken up from sleep. I'm a little disoriented. So she was like, zip it up. So I'm trying to zip it up, but there's an AK-47 in my face. So I'm you know, fumbling with the zipper. And my sister, she was sitting at the door because I was in the middle. So they had opened my sister's door, and the one guy was like, come out this way. And my sister was like, who? So she crawled under both our legs and left out the other way, because that's the door everybody was going out through. Like the side of the car, that's where everybody was going out through. The guy gonna try to come at us, so she said, who? So she crawled under our legs, and I zipped up the ladies' car, we got out the car. And then I went with my dad, so they gave my dad one ditty slap. I was like, Daddy! I had never, bro. I was so mad. I was like, how can you, my dad, are you mad? You don't have respect? They said he was being too slow to open the door. You pointed AK-47 in somebody's face, and you think their brain is gonna function. Are you mad? Are you insane? So anyway, everybody gets out the car. Then I told my dad, they shot, they did all this, but my dad doesn't wear chains, so they just broke his shit. They told him, remove all your card. They threw the card in the car. They took all the money. They rumbling. They took my mom's bag. They took my mom's friend's bag. They took my mom's friend's bag, but she had holy water, so she had her holy water in her hand. They took my dad to the trunk, and I was like, me, my mom, my sister, after we talked about it, we all were thinking the same thing. We were like, are they gonna put my dad in the trunk and drive away with the car? I think that not. And my mom said that, and that's how, like, it was like out of body experience for her. Like, she was watching herself, and she knew that if they told my dad to enter the trunk, she would have went over there and told them no. And she didn't care. And you know what, I believe her. Like, I believe that she would have went over there and told them, you're not putting my husband in the trunk of a car. So my mom's friend started coming back. She was gonna tell her holy water. She was like, and they were like, what are you doing? They were like, what is that? She was like, Noli water. They took her back, but they took my mom's friends back and they threw it on the floor. So when we were leaving, they just took our stuff. So the guy, the leader, the one with the good spoken English, he was like, get in your car and go. Literally just like that. Like, they took all our stuff, and we were like, damn, like, they're gonna kill us, they're gonna rape us, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. We were so scared. Like, he was like, get in your car and go. You had to tell me twice, okay? I peed on myself. I'm never gonna lie. I stood there, and it just came down. Like, I just peed on myself. And I don't even care, because, like, I was scared, and I was 7, and I just peed on myself. So I quickly ran. Oh, I've never seen myself pick risks like that. I quickly ran in the car. Everybody ran in the car. And we just thank God that, you know, nothing else happened, because when we woke up the next day, we were reading, like, they, like, stopped, like, every single car. They killed so many people. They raped so many ladies. Like, you could, like, they said the next day you saw, like, different panties on the road, because they were just raping people up and down. So my dad went to go report it. He said that one of the men that he recognized, he saw them, policeman, he saw them in the police station, was sleeping on the bench. He wore police uniform, everything, he started sleeping on the bench. So it's the police that came out and did all that stuff. So my dad just went back, because Oh, what will you do? If come and report this, it's not kill the it's not follow the queue, they don't care the queue. So my dad, he just went back. He was like, it's not even worth it. We just get on the thing. They took my mom's bag. She had her typed in it, so she was like, yeah, God's definitely gonna punish them because she knew they was gonna spend that money, so God was definitely gonna punish them. Period. But Pastor Adeboye, Tolu, G.O. Adeboye, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. He tried to place a curse on them. He placed a curse on them. Because how can you come from such a spirit-filled power convention, something like that, and you think, okay, these are the perfect people for me to rob and rape and kill and steal all their money and do all this stuff to them? After power convention, I think God is not going to punish you. You're mad. Is that no badness? Anyway, so that is still my stories. I'm so glad I didn't do more because this video was 15 minutes long. I don't want to be no more than 20 minutes long. Anyways, I talk so fast. Whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want me to tell y'all more stories, I can. Because listen, it's never a, I don't know the word. It's never a scarcity of robbery stories. So if you want more stories, let me know. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodaloo!